This is the Algo Futures Trader weekly market roundup, and this is the AFT7 for NinjaTrader 7. This is an opening morning breakout. This template is built in when you download it, and you can download it for free. Use it as long as you want in sim mode. And when you're ready, you become proficient and you want to go live, you can purchase a live license or lease a live license. Now, AFT7 for NinjaTrader 7 can be fully automated, right? What we prefer to do, though, is use some filters before the market opens to try to gauge which direction we want to be in which markets. And just to give you an example, on Thursday, this is the MNQ here. What we were looking at, we like to look at alphawebtrader.com. Right, this is another product that works very well with AFT7 and AFT8. What we were looking at is, at the top here it tells us, what the trend is, what the stronger and weaker market are. And on Thursday, the trends were up. And if you see the gap section here, you see it says IGD. So all of the markets are down. NASDAQ, mid caps, the S&P, small caps, which is the Russell, Dow. Everything was opened inside the prior day's range, but below the prior day's close. And what that tells us is there's about a 70% probability that the market is going to rise that day at some point to fill that gap between the open and the prior day's close. And so we had what we call a long gap bias for Thursday. So that coupled with the fact that the trends were up, then what we were looking at, you see here on our alpha bias, it lists 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order, which is the strongest market. So Sunday evening markets open here. You can see it's kind of switching between mid caps and NASDAQ as the stronger markets. Your Dow down here at the bottom would be your weakest market. So if we were looking to get long, we were looking at try to go along the strongest market, but you see how things are kind of changing moment to moment here. And it was the same after the open on Thursday. Sometimes you get a morning where let's say the NASDAQ is just the stronger market. It stays that way for like 20-30 minutes. There's really not a change there. Well, on Thursday, we were switching between NASDAQ, small caps, meaning the Russell, and the S&P. We're kind of rotating as the stronger market. The one constant was the Dow was the weakest market. So what we decided to do on Thursday is go long the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Russell, because we couldn't really get a gauge on which one was exactly the strongest market. So what I wanted to do is just get long all three and then kind of manage them from there. So instead of just turning this on fully automated, we can use the semi-autonomous mode here. Just check the long box. That tells the software, hey, and then I'll turn automatic trading on. Once that's done, the software is going to do the rest. And that's just telling the software, hey, we're only trading in the long direction, and I only want to take the first long trade. Well, the first long trade that's set up in the MNQ here was this one here. And that set up, and it actually got stopped out. So it didn't get any follow through. So it started to break out and then didn't get any follow through. So that was obviously a losing trade. But we got long again here, so I just had to reset this to take the next long trade again, and it took the long here. We got the first part of the first target here, 2 contracts, so it trades a three lot. Takes 2 at a first target, and then normally it would trail with a trailing stop the balance. But what I did on Thursday was manually close. So once we hit this 14,000 level here, I figured that was a pretty nice round number that might have some resistance to it. And you can see that's exactly what happened. It basically hit that 14,000 level. We exited the last contract, and then it fell off there. Now in the S&P, all right, the S&P, the first trade out of the gate was the one that worked. So once that went long, first set of contracts off here, and then exited here right around that. About a third of the range had been put in at that point and just exited the last contract. Now the Russell was the one there. The Russell was looking like it was going to be the strongest market, and so we took the first set of contracts off here automatically, or the software did for us, and then trailed with the trailing stop, and it just got taken out by a couple of ticks on a trailing stop on the last contract. Unfortunately, that one we left on because we thought it might continue to run, maybe 50% of the range, or get lucky, maybe 100% of the range for the day. Now the one we avoided was the MYM, because it was coming in as the weakest market, and you can see, even though it did get long, it eventually got long, it really struggled to make progress. So it was probably a good call to leave that one behind and take the other three. So the beauty with Algo Futures Trader for Ninja 7 or NinjaTrader 8, you can also download. Now that's in beta. And so this Ninja Buddy, this section on the right, is not set up yet for NinjaTrader 8. But you can set this to be fully automated, or like we did on Thursday, semi-automated, where we had discretion in terms of what direction we wanted the software to trade in. We set it to trade in that direction, and then turn the automatic trading on, and then it managed it from there. All right, so you can download this for free, like I said, use it in sim mode as long as you want. We've got a lot of people that are downloading the software, using it to get funded with a lot of these different funding firms, having a lot of success. So you can do that for free. As you become proficient, you want to go live, you can again purchase the license, or you can lease a license. All right. I hope that's helpful. We'll be back next week and we'll do it again.